We are starting our 2017 Olympic National Park backpacking trip. We're about to leave Obstruction Point, headed up to that beautiful scene, and we're going to Grand Lake tonight.
So we got a relatively short, not relatively short, very short 3.6 miles to the lake we're gonna camp at, which is Grand Lake. We're actually gonna set up camp there, drop our stuff, and go explore some different peaks and different trails, and a little different than we're used to.
Glaciers.
Yeah, lakes, glaciers. Try and get up McCartney Peak, depending on the snow cover and need of an ice axe. So the snowpacks that are here, since it's kind of early in the morning, are still a little bit icy. So the going's a little ginger. We're only about a mile into the hike, and the views are just stunning. Peaks everywhere, wildflowers, snowfields, just gorgeous.
We just got to the top of this little ridge and it turned real windy. Looks like the wildflowers here are just starting to bloom.
So coming down from the peak up there, the point, the pass we're on, a series of switchbacks. And they're pretty steep, but makes them a little more of a quad buster is the looseness of the, it's almost like a scree.
Little snow melt drainage.
Party foul. We're at Grand Lake, trying to find a campsite, trying to pick one out. Oh, cool walkway.
There's 4 more camps this way, and then 2 back toward Badger Valley. So we set up camp at Grand Lake backcountry campsite and dropped all of our stuff except for water and our backpacks and food. And now we are taking a day hike up the Grand Valley, and we're about to get to Moose Lake.
Grand Lake is rather cold and overcast right now, so we came up to Moose Lake. Take a little siesta in the afternoon. Just been laying here. Adam's soaking his feet in the nice cold water. Sitting in the grass watching the clouds go by. This is Grand Lake. After a long day of just mist and fog. The mist and fog is lifted. We actually see the mountains out in the distance. Unfortunately now it's sunny, but it's not reaching here. So the temperature is about 48 degrees, 47 degrees, but there's still plenty of mosquitoes. There's this little meadow that we're at. There's probably like 5 or 6 mule deer. Just gonna stay put and see if they'll come closer. There's Adam at our campsite. Lots and lots of bugs, you can probably see them. Some mosquitoes. Sure if Adam realized, he just realized that there's the deer on top of him. He's getting really close. I think this one over here smells RP. They're like getting really playful again.
What?
They're getting really playful again. They're reminding me of a dog.
Alright, it's day 2. We are going to leave our tents and everything at camp, and we're going to day hike up to some pass up here, Grand Pass I think,
Yes.
and potentially summit McCartney Peak. So we'll see how snow covered it is when we get there. If we don't do the peak, we might try to get to Lillian Lake.
Hopefully see some bears.
Hopefully bears. We saw tons of deer at camp last night. They were fun to watch, and we slept a long time.
Beautiful morning. A few clouds in the sky. Got a ridiculous amount of sleep last night. The mosquitoes kind of put us in our tents early. Slept more here than 2 days at home. It's a good thing to sleep well when you're in the backcountry. How'd you sleep, Adam?
Very well. Other than being a little cold.
Yeah, it got pretty chilly last night. I'd guess below 40 or low 40s. So this is Gladys Lake. It's appreciably smaller than Grand or Moose. It's kind of the terminus of the chain of lakes. It'll be beautiful scenery to wake up to in the morning. We're going to head up over here, I think, to Grand Pass. Try and work our way over that way. Anything to add, Adam?
Multiple people saw a couple black bear up there yesterday, so we might get lucky and see one from a safe distance. Probably not. Gorgeous. It's just gorgeous.
So we're past Gladys Lake. And there's a lot of snow still. Pretty big snowfields. It's got to be about 70 degrees out though, so it's just fantastic weather. Tread carefully. Don't want to fall in that. So we had to go up this relatively steep snowfield. If you slip, you're going all the way to the bottom. So, trying to dig some deep footholds so when we come back up, it won't be as treacherous. It's always easier going up than down, so it's nice to be back on the terra firma. It's a good look at the valley. And I'm up there. So we made it to the top of Grand Pass. It is quite grand. Like most passes, it's very windy. It's just a gorgeous blue lake down here. I don't know if it's a lake or it's just snow melt, but plan is to go up the peak over here. There's a steep snowfield and try and climb up that. Adam's on his way. Head up to that point over there and see if we can ride the ridge over to McCartney Peak. Test it out and see how it is. Then maybe glissade down this on the way back.
We're at the top of Grand Peak, I guess, at like 6,700 feet. And we're trying to decide if we want to attempt McCartney Peak, which is that one right there in the middle. So we would have to go down, follow this ridge line over all that snow to the peak, which is, I believe, 6,750, only 100 feet higher than we're at now. So, and then Lillian Lake is right there. We are not going there in all the snow. I believe in the distance there is Mount Olympus with the big glacier in the middle. And way in the distance over here, we can see Mount Rainier. Kind of hazy over there.
So we're at the top of what we're calling Grand Peak, 'cause it's by Grand Pass and the map has no name. There's some just beautiful flowers just poking out of the harsh rock up here. Just everything's just this loose rock. You see, if you're gonna climb these mountains at all, I mean serious climbing, like the rock's just really brittle, just falls apart in these little slivers. I haven't seen any marmots up here though. It's very peaceful though.
We decided against the McCartney Peak attempt due to all the snow, and we don't have any ice axes or crampons, so we're going to head back down toward Gladys Lake long way. We're going to have to go down those steep, long snow fields. We may make a couple glissading attempts. See how that goes.
There goes Adam. Whee! This is definitely the easier and funner way to go down.
Couple big bumps.
So we're glissading down this hill. It's really freaking steep, but it is awesome. you get to a point where you can't really stop yourself. That's the way to go, don't you think?
Oh, that's fantastic.
I almost want to climb up and do it again.
You got another one. So we just got done glissading down this very large looking snowfield.
What degree do you think that is? How steep?
60 at the steepest? What do you think?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's a lot easier than walking on this loose rock, and it's really fun. It's about 65, 70 degrees and sunny, so the snow actually feels good. Snow's kind of, I don't know, it's like an icy, slushy kind of consistency, so you don't go too fast, but fast enough that it's really fun. The camera's going to be sideways because I got to hold on to the pack cover. Ugh. Try and go in his tracks, go a little faster.
Woo! Watch that rock.
Hell yeah! This is awesome. Woo! Oh, rock! Oh shit! This is the fucking way to go down a hill. Oh shit! Big hole. Oh, big hole. Oh, that was awesome. Hey, watch out for the rocks. Whew, it's so cold. Here comes Adam. See a little sideways. Stay on target. It's awesome. Yeah, you got a big hole over here. There you go. Watch out for the rock. You got a hole right in front of you. I know. I about put it in this hole right here. that one. What'd you think?
Fantastic.
That's awesome. I'm soaking wet. Okay, I'm going to continue on down. It looks like there might be more chance of rocks here, but actually I might skirt over there. Well, yeah.
Trail goes over there.
Yeah, we'll just skirt over this way.
Like a puma.
Grab your snowpack. Oh, shit.
I did not intend to go when I went.
Well, you know, that's how those sharp rocks feel on the took us.
They're good.
Did you get up before you got that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Foot first, right? Foot first safety.
Got some speed.
You were flying. So we were anticipating the way down to be a little more sketchy because of the loose gravel. But we did like 60% or more.
More than 60% elevation on the snow.
On the snow.
On our butts.
On our butts.
It was fantastic.
Using a pack cover is awesome. We actually stopped at a couple spots and did repeat slides.
So fun.
It was fantastic. It's the way to use the snow that you have instead of being deterred by it.
We made it down to Gladys Lake. We were up at above those peaks over there in the next range behind that top one. It's fun coming down all the snow. A lot easier going down than up. I'm going to try to find a spot either at Gladys Lake or Moose Lake to relax for a bit and try to find a bear. Alright, night 2 at Grand Lake. We are having some border-to-border burritos. Got the recipe from a fella we met in Glacier National Park. It's quite tasty. If only you can get the smell. It smells so good. We reused that bag to rehydrate the meal that Jason made at home and dehydrated.
Been waiting like 2 years to eat out of a tortilla shell.
Yeah.
In that country.
Remember the tortillas this year. We're eating good.
Delicious.
Years and years ago when we first started, all we did was talk about cheeseburgers and bacon and food. Now I think we eat better out here than some days at home.
Oh yeah.
Ready to get out of this mosquito-infested lake.
Yes, Grand Lake has a lot of mosquitoes. While we were here, all these blue wildflowers just all emerged and popped out, so it's really pretty. As long as you keep moving, you don't lose too much blood. They seem to swarm a lot, but they don't seem to get to the target. And yeah, they don't seem to make a lot of connections. They just buzz around you a lot. So a lot of the Badger Valley Trail so far seems to be pretty much spring runoff. It's not really hard to find your route, but it's portions of the trail are just scrambling over logs and walking through mud. Oh, this is the first time we've seen the sky in like a mile, right? It's so dense.
Doesn't seem very well traveled yet this season.
No. Yeah, we were just contemplating that it's probably not too long since this was covered in snow. Parts of it. Yeah, I mean, you can see the brush, you can barely see the trail. But you get your pants really wet, which I don't mind because if my pants are a little bit wet when I go up, then it'll keep me a little bit cooler. It's pretty thistles, though. Look at that one.
Thistle?
Yeah, look at that, how pretty it is.
Yeah.
You want to touch it? Beautiful.
Yes. Did you get the columbine? And these things over here are pretty too. Those orangey ones.
Yeah, I hadn't seen those. What is that? It's almost like a, is it a lily or?
Don't know.
Almost looks like a daylily, but I don't think it is. No, we're not botanists. Just scientists, not botanists, right? This is a pretty trail.
Spotted bears aren't strong suit either.
Yeah.
Keep looking.
So I don't even want to try and tally up how many people have seen 2 or 3 bear. But
Every single group we've seen.
every single person of group we've seen has seen multiple bear in the exact same spot we were at about the same time, and we have not. So either we're not very observant or we're just loud. I think we tend to put our head down and travel fast, so we missed some of that. Oh, this is an interesting crossing. Ugh. Oh, my knee. Put my knee in that. Wow, this is so you have to lean off the log to grab the log. That sucks, dude. Don't get in. I don't know if you can see it now, but these poles are leaning, so you have to go out over the pole to actually make it across. The lens all fogged up because I had it on my belly.
I didn't really like that.
No, that second one. I mean,
Yeah, it's loose.
look at the angle of it too.
Uh-huh.
It's like the whole log is rolled.
Which route you taking? The obvious one. Beautiful. I like that one better. How about you?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're headed up Badger Valley Trail, and it's steep. I don't know if you can see the angle. Can never see the angle well on videos, but it's the angle. If you've backpacked a lot, you know you got to start using your toes. You can't really use flat feet. And yeah, and it's constant. This is the was this low gear or ultra low?
Pretty close to ultra low.
This is ultra low to low. We've only done about what, 300-400 feet of elevation gain.
2,000
Out of the 2,000 we need to do. So we keep hearing this whoop, 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 whoop sound.
You make a good Sasquatch.
So we decided it's a Sasquatch out there. I don't hear it here though.
It's down there.
It's down there, yeah.
Balls are great.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
So we're about ready to do the switchbacks that go between Elk Mountain and Obstruction Peak. From here we can kind of see where they start. You can kind of see them right there. They go up here.
Quite a few snowfields to cross.
Yeah, then we're not sure exactly where. We think we might have to cross this thick snow right here, which might be a little interesting, but we'll get there, we'll see. I think that's where we have to go though.
Yeah, definitely.
That little pass. So we are, what do you think, 2/3 of the way up the switchbacks?
Yeah, at least.
We got a little bit up here. Several people go over it. There's another big snow patch over here that's doesn't look as bad, but we're getting there. It's not too bad actually. I mean, it's much more proper switchbacks than I thought they would be. So this looks like one of the snow fields we saw from the bottom. It actually looks like it's the one that we thought was going to be better, which I don't think is better. If it weren't for the steep fall right here, right there, it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, if this were just like regular ground, it wouldn't be so bad, but the consequences are a little higher. There's really good foot placements though, as long as I don't get stupid and screw with the camera too much. What's worse, this or doing a video on Half Dome on a ladder? At least if I fall down here, I have a chance. Done. Got another one to do. Dues. This is easier when you don't have full pack. Tired legs from just doing all the switchbacks. Walking on the sidewalk. It's one of those things where anywhere else it's not that bad, it's just the consequence. If you do make a slip or unbalanced error.
Those are the types of places where I make my world very small.
Oh yeah. You only look right there.
Yeah, 2-foot radius, right?
Block out the rest.
So we finished the first leg of our trip in the mountains, and now we are at La Push at the 3rd beach trailhead. We're going to embark on our leg 2 beach journey.
Parking here is interesting.
Yeah, it's a Saturday, so a lot of people are day hiking to this 3rd beach where we're going to be camping tonight.
So we just came from La Push Road. We're heading to our night 1 of the beach camping at 3rd Beach. It's what was the distance from the car to the beach?
A mile and a half.
A mile and a half. So
very nice forest.
yeah, it's very nice, very quiet. If there's one creature you'd expect to pop out right now, what would it be? Sasquatch? Mine would be an Ewok. Yeah.
I could see this being outdoor.
Yes. The forest planet?
Moon, actually.
Huh?
It's a moon, isn't it?
Or moon, forest moon. Oh wow, check that out. Bizarro.
So we're camping on the beach now.
I guess.
Sand.
Is that how it goes?
I've seen tents on the sand.
Yeah? Do we know where like high tide is, or maybe that's why there's no spots? You just put up on the beach, you know?
As high as possible.
As high as possible. I don't know. Oh, check it out.
Oh,
the Goonies. So we're not sure about camping here, like where you camp. So you basically have to walk across this driftwood. I guess find a campsite.
This is our camp on 3rd Beach. Mile and a half from the trailhead. Got here a little too early. We don't know what to do with ourselves for the rest of the afternoon. The tide is too high to explore much past that point to see those stacks over there, so might start hitting the whiskey a little early today. So this is the morning of day 4.
Yep.
And our route goes that direction, but we need to go over this hill. We're gonna climb up about 200 feet and hit a trail up there to get to the other side.
So Adam's gonna go up the rope ladder. The tree it's on is actually a pretty small branch. I wouldn't be surprised if a bigger person would snap it. Another one of the rope climbs here. So you get off that rope and you get onto this bridge, which is not a bridge but a ladder. This could be interesting to the pack. Another rope ladder. This one's basically steeper than a staircase. The packs on it really gets the heart pumping. Heart pumping?
Yeah.
It's either
a bit of time, right?
adrenaline or physical exercise. Pretty cool. Now we go up and not sure what's next. How'd you get the rope? You know, the rope's over here. Like you don't even have rope over here. These boots suck in the wet. This is a little sketchy here, dude. Yeah. I am not comfortable with this. These boots suck on wet rock, you know?
We are on our first overland trail. Looks like we finally reached the top, and now it's leveling off. I think we have about a mile until we get down to some more ropes to get back down to the beach. This stretch is very pleasant.
So we just came off the first overland. So we come down to the beach, and when the tide goes lower, we can skirt around this rock and hopefully skirt all the way over to the point. So we're in a little bay here. There's some sea anemones. Playing in the tidal pools, checking out stuff. Here's a anemone just hanging out, waiting for the tide. Where's the other sea star at? Trying to tread lightly. And then here, there's a, I don't know if you can see it, there's a sea star. Back underneath here, there's another one. Down there, there's another one. So, high tide, you can't get by this point, so this makes it nice and easy rather than going up and over, which will be fun. That's the way we're going to have to go on the way back. This is a pretty awesome landscape. It's different from what we're used to. Hiking on the beach. That's cool. That's cool. Look at that cave. Oh, I gotta check that out. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Sea cave. Wouldn't want to be here and the water's coming out. Oh, that's awesome. Didn't know there was a sea cave, did you? That's cool. Little passageway. It's more fun to play around when you don't have the 50 pounds on your back. sloshing you around. Not that we're in a hurry, but we do have to get to certain points by certain time, or we have to do the overland route.
This is a very different kind of backpacking trip than what we're used to. Two days ago we were glissading. This is one of our low tide beach crossings. We could have gone overland, but we're trying to pick through all these rocks at low tide, which wouldn't be underwater at high tide, to get to the other side. I believe this is called Scott's Bluff. The overland trail looked pretty steep, so we're picking our way through here. Slowly but surely.
So to avoid going the overland route, we're doing the sea route at low tide, which we thought would be easier, but I think it might end up being harder than the overland route, just because you're picking through all these boulders with the pack on. I switched to my trail runners, so get a little more grip on the slippery stuff. But the whole point is to get out of here before high tide, or the tide starts to come in again. Adam's a puma, a cautious puma. So yeah, we got that part. And we gotta navigate some way through this stuff, and there's a beach over there.
So we just passed over the Scott's Bluff. We took the beach route. It was slippery. And now I think this is Strawberry Point over here. And the next point is going to be Toleak Point, where we're going to camp.
It's like Batman's hat. So there's a whale that washed up ashore here apparently, and this is the baleen, like the with the filtration for food.
Another one over here.
It feels like plastic. Is it heavy?
Yeah.
Cool. And then, yeah, there's another baleen over here, and then the carcass is over here too. Wow. There's another baleen. I don't smell it, do you?
Yeah.
The wind's going that way. Stay this way. It's like a damn elephant, doesn't it? Holy mackerel. It's been there a while. Wow, look at that. Go hop on top of it, I'll take a picture. Look at the size of the bones in that thing. So what are we looking at here?
Well, that's his mouth.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. Look at the size of it. Those look like ribs, don't they?
Ribs?
Oh, I bet it. Yeah, I bet it's clavicle.
All that meat.
Holy moly! It looks like bacon, doesn't it?
Oh, there's a GI right there.
Oh, there's its guts. Hope it don't explode.
There's a wing. Or an arm.
Yeah. Fin.
Oh, I smell it.
Do you? I don't smell it yet.
It doesn't smell good.
Does it smell like a necropsy? Rotten necropsy?
Trying to decide where to camp tonight. I believe this point out here is Toleak Point. It's very cool at low tide. It is a Sunday today, so I think a lot of the locals come out on Fridays and Saturdays, and we are all alone out here. It's crazy. Bald eagles everywhere. So I picked our campsite a little bit north of Toleak Point. It's this nice spot over the middle of the screen where we have the option of being on the beach or just beyond that tree. You can be in the forest. There's some trails in the forest too. Pretty nice. And just opposite of our site is this big rock pile that I'm just climbing up a little bit. Very large. Very cool area. The encore to the beached whale is, my guess, a sea otter. What do you think? Oh, you can see its trachea, lungs.
The sun just set. Beyond the Giants' graveyard. How you feeling, Adam?
Good. It was a very nice sunset. Our first one, whole trip, right?
Yeah.
Sunset.
It didn't cloud over, or the mosquitoes drive us in. So we got a little fire going.
We've got an eagle that's serenading us too.
Adam's tent. My tent. A lot.
Over us all night, I think.
Yeah, a lot of eagles. And this majestic, proud bird.
The one that ate a otter carcass.
Yeah, the one that tried to pick up an otter carcass out of the edge of the surf. There's no shortage of bald eagles sightings here.
It is day 5, and we are about to leave Toleak Point and head back to the car to finish our trip in Olympic. Give you a tour of our campsite here. So we're right on the border of the beach in the forest. A bunch of ferns, and the top of this canopy is the home to a bunch of bald eagles. It's nice and cool in the forest when it was hot on the beach. Jason camped up here in the forest with the witches.
Yeah? Only heard a couple.
And I was down.
Messing with me last night, honestly.
And I was down on the beach. Pretty awesome sight.
Like 7 a.m. Sun's coming up. We're gonna head back this way. Probably gonna do mostly overlands because they're not gonna hit the tides at this time. maybe hit one of them, so we skipped the really steep rope climb.
This is the point where we crossed yesterday at low tide. And we're not going to make it at low tide today because it's pretty close to high tide, so we're going to go over this hill on this overland trail.
Not sure what to expect as far as the steepness of the climb on the rope down.
Yeah, we saw the other side. It's very steep. So we got to the top of Scott Bluff, and this is what the trail looks like at the top. Then when we get to the other side, there are some ropes to help us go down a very steep beach.
I wish I hadn't looked down.
Ah,
I wish I had not looked down. It's freaking me out.
yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty steep.
Shit.
I know, I wish I had not.
Nice knowing you, Adam. It's a big ass tree and a big rope, so that's good. Like, I feel like I'm going down the way those guys did. It's not too bad right here, obviously. I see why they went down sideways. Not too bad. It's not too bad. Coming down? Yep. Let me get a video of you coming down. Come down majestically, like a mountaineer. It's almost easier sideways. This is one of the rope descents on the overland. Past Scott, was it Scott Point? And there's this guy here, which seems a little more. What's that? This is almost easier over here. I'm gonna go down here and grab the rope. It's all about the balance of these packs, you know? I'm trusting this rope. So Adam's descending the Scott Point overland descent. Dropped his sunglasses again. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because I could trust the rope and how it was placed.
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, usually isn't. We still have that one slippery rock part. That's the part that I think is going to
glasses take a tumble.
be. Yeah. This looks better with the contrast. This is the part of the trail that's sponsored by Stairmaster. It's the ladders Adam's on. It's basically just a bunch of steps. Just trying to get in position so I can see him going.
That's pretty steep from up here. Can you just jump and rappel? Oh, seriously? Seriously, right there I do that. Ah, I thought it was a rock. This one's 2 ropes, it's a lot steeper than the other ones. It's a real thin rope though. You see Adam, you transition to another rope.
Jason is descending down our last overland bypass down to Third Beach. After this, it's all gravy. Another 2 miles to the parking lot. Don't fall.
It's kind of fun. A little more fun if the rope was twice as thick though.
Yeah. What'd you think?
It's fun.
It wasn't as, I thought it would be bad going down. It was
It's easy.
harder going up.
Yeah, just because of the exercise.
Back,
Yeah.
back to Third Beach. All right, we've got about a mile left to the car to finish our Olympic backpacking trip. It was definitely very diverse. Mountains and some say bare, glissading and peaks, and then the beach, Indiana Jones style rope bridges, and go ahead.
All the tide pools.
Yeah, sea stars, whales, more eagles than you can shake a stick at.
Sea anemones. A lot of downtime,
Yeah,
but a lot of diversity. The end of the hike is a nice, cool, lush walk in the woods.
after passing by Poop Creek, Third Beach.
Yeah.
It smelled terrible.
Apparently the main creek at Third Beach is the official toilet, so we've named it Poo Creek because the smell reeks, even climbing out of Third Beach. All you smell is human excrement.
Don't filter out of there.